So I've recently been really interested in creating a better financial picture for myself. And one of the main things that I've focused on lately has been improving my credit score. And I know a lot of people my age, we're millennials, we're just getting out of high school, starting college, and a lot of people my age don't really know much about how credit scores work, how your credit history works, and a lot of them don't know how it's beneficial for you to have a better credit score. A better credit score is going to give you better interest rates for loans, and it's going to allow you to get approved for loans that can be really important, like a car loan or a home loan, or even if you want to start looking into your own kind of business ventures. If you need financing for that, a personal loan can be a good way to start with that. You want to raise your credit score. The best way that I've found for myself has been opening a credit card. There are a few different things that go into your credit scoring, but I think a lot of people focus on the negative things on their credit report a bit too much. Paying off collections or things like that doesn't always help you. I've paid off some collections recently and it hasn't really made any change in my score. Now this will affect your credit history pretty well, and a creditor might think that it's good to see that you're paying off old collections, but if you want your credit profile to look really good, the main thing that you can do is start opening up accounts and paying them off regularly. The best way to do this that I've seen in my situation has been opening a credit card. When I was 18, I didn't really know much about credit score. I didn't think about it at all. So I didn't create a credit card then. I waited until I was 21. It was 7 months ago. That's when I really started looking into my credit. And when I looked into it, I found out that it was pretty bad. I had some medical collections that I didn't even realize were in there because there were some problems with my insurance paying them. But anyway, my score was 526 when I first started looking, and this was in May 2016. Now it's January 2018, so about 7 months later, 7-8 months, my score is 716. So it's gone up 190 points in that time. And now I'm able to get loans that, might help me out quite a bit. When I first started, I wasn't able to get approved for a normal credit card. I had to get a secured credit card, which is actually one of the best things you can do if you're rebuilding your credit and if you use it responsibly. A secured credit card, basically how it works is you give a security deposit for whatever loan amount that you're going to get on the credit card. Let's say it's a $200 limit. That's what my first credit card was, and it was really the only kind of card I could get approved for when my score was that low and I had collections on my account. So I paid a $200 deposit to start my account, and then I had a $200 credit line that I could use for normal everyday purchases. And I found that if you use your credit card more, it does tend to help, rather than just, when I first got it, I was spending, maybe here or there, just little purchases so that I would keep my credit utilization low. And keeping your utilization low is also very important. People generally recommend that you keep your utilization under 30%. And it's very important to do that. Make sure you only use your credit cards. If you're looking to build your credit score, only use your credit cards when you already have the cash and money to pay it off for what you're spending. Actually, it's kind of a bit nerdy, but what I do is I have my cash in my wallet and I move it to another pocket in the wallet, as that's what I'm using to pay off on my credit card. So I'll use my credit card for the transaction, and then I'll take the cash immediately from one pocket in my wallet to another to keep track of what I owe on my credit cards so that I can pay that off. You don't have to do it that way, but the important thing is use your credit card often if you want to build your credit, but make sure your utilization is low, under 30% of the amount of your credit limit. So mine was $200, so I want to keep that pretty low, like $60 or lower. And I've kept it lower than that, and I've been spending on it as much as I could back then until now. And you'll just see random increases in your credit score from using that card. And eventually I got into other cards, and just recently I got approved for actually the same card that I applied for initially, which was the Chase Freedom Unlimited card, because it had some decent cash back and it's a good card to start out with. But I was declined for that when I first went. That was the first credit card I tried to apply for. And now I was approved for it for a $2,500 credit limit, which isn't huge, and I'm not saying my credit score is amazing, but the important thing here is teaching you guys how to build it. I just got a secured credit card, paid it off every month. I actually usually made multiple payments since the credit line was so low. I could only spend up to like $60 or else my utilization rate would be too high to really increase my credit as fast as possible. So I just used that very often for really anything, any type of spending that I had, and I paid it off multiple times per month. I mean, that's just what I did. When I first started looking into my credit, I had a student loan of almost $6,000. And I thought, okay, I'm going to raise my credit. The best thing that I should do is go pay off this loan and pay it off early. And, you know, the creditors will think that I'm a great person to loan to because I pay things off early and I pay them in full. And that's actually not how it works necessarily. So I paid off that $6,000 student loan, and my credit score went up about 20 points. Actually, it might have been like 18 points from that. It really didn't make a huge impact. I mean, it was a positive impact in my credit score, but it wasn't what I expected it to be. I thought, I'll pay off this big loan of $6,000, because I mean, that was big compared to anything else in my credit report as far as dollar amounts go. And I thought that that would help, but it really didn't. So I paid that off, and I realized my credit's not good even after paying that. And that's about when I opened my credit card. And when I opened my first credit card, it raised my my score by 82 points. So that's actually a huge chunk of the change in my score, you know, from 526 to 716 until now. Just focus on creating positive accounts to raise your score. And do that by opening credit cards, not too many at once, because if you do too many at once, you'll have a lot of inquiries in your credit, and that looks bad. But open a credit card or two. If it has to be secured, do that. You know, put down the deposit, you know, for the sake of raising your credit. And the good thing is, once you get the card upgraded to unsecured, which I just recently got my first card upgraded to unsecured, you'll get that security deposit back. So those were my main tips for building credit. There's a lot more that goes into it, and honestly, this video is longer than I wanted it to be already. So I'm going to end it here, but I hope you guys have good luck with raising your credit, and thanks for watching. And, you know, comment below and let me know if this video helped you or gave you more information, and if you want me to make more videos about credit. I actually know quite a bit about it now. You know, I know a lot more than what I can fit into like a 9-minute video of what this is right now. So if you guys want more information on this, just comment below, and I can definitely make more videos about this. But thanks for watching.